today we're doing something special. I am going to build an army, but this won't just be any ordinary army. This is going to be an army of villagers. Now, if I'm gonna be building an army of villagers, I'm gonna need a pretty serious villager breeder. I built this one. I love the way that it looks, but it's very, very slow. And if we go down below, you can see that I do not have an army. But I do have this guy. His name's Frank. He's pretty cool. If this villager breeder isn't gonna cut it, I'm gonna fly out here into the international waters, and I'm gonna make an absolutely insane villager breeder. As the villagers come out of that breeder, I'm gonna funnel them into a little room where I can put armor on them with dispensers. Then, once they're done being stacked up with armor, I'm gonna push them through a portal and have them pop back out here on the mountaintop where they will stay for all of eternity. Okay, so the plan is I'm gonna use villagers from this villager breeder to make my bigger villager breeder to make villagers for my villager army. Yeah, so I need to make sure that these two are well fed because they're gonna be making a lot of babies. So we need to talk about diamonds. Here's the thing, I want to give each one of these villagers a full set of diamond armor. That's 5 for the helmet, 8 for the chest plate, 7 for the leggings, and 4 for the boots. That is a lot of diamonds. That's like 2,400 diamonds. Let's see how many we have right now. So I have a stack and 62 diamonds, plus the 31 ore that I mined on stream on Friday. Let's use the fortune on these. Which brings us to 3 stacks and 4, which, if my math is correct, that's 196 diamonds. It's not 2,400, but we're gonna worry about that later. Let's go figure out these villager breeders. Okay, so this is the design that we'll be using for the villager breeder. This is by far my favorite villager breeder design. It comes from a YouTuber named Zinjy. You can find him in the description down below. Villager breeders work by convincing 2 villagers they have more beds than villagers to sleep in them. Under the right conditions, these 2 villagers will make 2 babies a day. We're gonna need to build a bunch of these, and that is exactly what we're gonna do. This right here is how I've decided to hook the machine up. Basically, it's 4 of the breeder I just showed you stacked together. It'll funnel all the villagers into a box like this, so we can move them from there. And this is where I'm actually going to build it. So now I just gotta actually do that. Cue the time lapse. All right, here it is in all of its beautiful splendor. Something's wrong and I can't figure... Oh my gosh. Yoink and yoink. Boop. Flawless delivery. Oh no, that was a mistake. Well, I have no idea what happened to that villager, but he's just suddenly disappeared. Whew. All right, as you can see, we now have 4 fully functioning villager breeders, so we've arranged where they're gonna start at. But what about where they're going? I've linked up a portal at my mountain to this portal here, so that I can move the villagers a much shorter distance. In case you didn't know, the reason that it's faster this way is because moving 1 block in the nether is equivalent to moving 8 blocks in the overworld. So you've already seen the distance between my base and the international waters. It's a long way. But here in the nether, this is the international waters, and this is my base. Also, somebody's been working on the nether hub, and it looks amazing. But we still have kind of a predicament. I need to get the villagers to move from here to here on their own. For this, I will use fear. You see, Billy here is going to be living in the nether and scaring villagers for me. In you go. Nice. You are not Billy. All right, so I'm locking Billy right here behind this portal so that when the villagers come through, they see him, they get scared, and they run over here. Hopefully that will work. We're gonna have to see, but I think it should. All right, something has stopped the flow of production in this farm. I need these guys to be making babies, but they're out of food. And that is why I'll be planting a giant carrot farm right here. All right, now smash. Now babies are going to start piling up here in the bottom of this thing, which means we need some time to let them breed. I'm going to use this time to shout out my favorite comment from the last episode. Xaeros Slime, I hope I said that right, said, "I love you, heart, YogiMan." To which I replied, "And I love you, Xaeros Slime. Also nice to meet you." If you guys want to see yourself in the next video, comment down below and I'll be replying to every comment that I can. And one of you, just one, will be in the next video's comment highlight. Yes, look at them go. The baby machine is working. Seeing that thing working made me so happy, holy crap. So do you guys remember that point when I was talking about how I need like a bazillion diamonds? Well, here's the deal. I've been mining and end busting for diamonds for hours. It's not getting me enough diamonds. After many hours of using my current methods of diamond hunting, I'm just past halfway to my target of 2,400. Each of these chests has to be filled up in the top chest and the bottom chest all the way to here. And as you can see, I'm making some progress, but not enough. Just to show you how much time I've spent hunting for diamonds, look at this. And this is just in the end cities, mind you, not the mining. This is how many elytra I've found in the end cities. I'm not even looking for elytra, but it seems like there might be a glimmer of hope because C-Man asked me to meet up with him and HeySquid for some kind of deal. They said they had a deal for me. The deal was to trade 4 stacks of diamond blocks in exchange for my 4th child. So when I finally wrote down the rights to my 4th child, this would be the 4th child that I've sold to him, these are the diamond blocks that I got. This is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. This is a sad day for Yogi and also my child, but it is just one hurdle on the way to glory. So I've been talking with C-Man, and we think that we can maybe trade our way to getting all those diamonds. C-Man's gonna help me figure out a way we can get this done, and maybe that'll be a lot faster than what I've been doing. Okay, so I'm thinking that if we put one in each of these cells, we should, in theory, be able to get a zombie to walk behind him and to bite him in the butt, and then we can just cure them until they all have good prices after we've like made them trade one time. Okay, first one's coming through. Oh, I forgot one. My mistakes caused this. Alright, so this guy's been splashed. Oh, nice. We got a cured one. Look at those chests, Mr. Man.
There's no way. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're done. We did it. Oh, woo. All I have to do now is make sure I have enough. Wait.
This one.
Oh, okay, hold on, we're good, hold on. Okay, I have extras in case this happened. Now we're done. Ah!
Hey, yeah.
Alright, so I've done some trial and error. It's super messy, but I think this should be a machine that should be able to take them out of there, put all 4 pieces of armor on them, and then send them towards the portal. Let's try this. I'm just gonna chop them up just to make sure. Yes, we've got a fully functioning machine that puts the armor on. Now I just need to get them to unload into the nether, and then we're set. Okay, here we go. The whole thing is lined up. We should be all set. Everything should be in place for the villagers to come through and eventually unload here on the mountainside. I'm hoping that what I've got set up in the nether will be enough to make them come through. Otherwise, we're just gonna have 100 villagers in a small hallway in the nether, which is so much scarier. We've got our first villager on the mountainside, and although you can't see it, he's wearing full diamond armor. All right, let's send a full army onto this mountainside. All right, here we go. Sending them through. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, that's 2 villagers through. Now we just need to do that 98 more times. All right, guys, so we are down to the last 3 villagers that need to be moved over to reach 100 villagers. We've got 3 pieces of armor left in each category. I've gone ahead and broken all the chests and hoppers away. If I press that button 3 times, we have to move 0 more villagers after that. So here's the first one, second one, and the last one. You have no idea how important this one villager is to me. All right, buddy, come on. That's a wrap, folks. No more villagers need to be moved, which means once we get them through the nether, I should have all 100 on the mountain. Let's double check the nether really quick and see if this is all set as well. Let's just push all these babies through. In you go. All right, guys, and for the final reveal, here is 100 villagers on top of the mountain. They're everywhere. They've just kind of worked themselves into the cracks of everything. They're just huddled up in little groups and just crawling around like a bunch of ants. I'm actually really glad I did this. I love the way it looks. I don't know what army-like purposes they're really serving, but they're here. I have one final surprise for you guys. All right, and this is the final rendition of the villagers and their beautiful armor. I had several failed renditions, which I'll put on the screen now, that were absolutely beautiful. For these guys. They look pretty cursed, but I love them, and I'm glad that I did it. So now we officially have a full army of villagers. So next week, we're going to put some time into figuring out what to do with these things, because now there's just a bunch of blue guys all over my mountain. Okay, I did the thing. I hope you're happy. Goodbye.